So welcome children once again. Now after dressing of the aluminium ore, that is after dressing of backside to alumina, now we have to extract aluminium from alumina. Alumina children is Al2O3, and as I told you that aluminium has got a strong affinity for oxygen, so it is difficult to reduce aluminium by simple reducing agent like carbon monoxide or hydrogen. So an electrolytic reduction is to be done. Now children, there are some problems regarding the reduction of alumina. So since the melting point of alumina is 2050 degrees centigrade, and children, the melting point of aluminium is 660. So there are few problems which were there in the reduction of alumina through electrolytic reduction. First is that if you maintain a temperature of 2050 degrees centigrade, and when aluminium is formed, it does not get collected, it gets vaporized because its melting point is just 660 degree. And the other problem was that alumina is not a good conductor of electricity. So children, to meet out this problem, so many years took, and finally Hall Heroult found out a process of electrolytic reduction, and this process is also called as Hall Heroult process, named after this scientist. Now children, for this, the electrolytic cell, that is the cell, the container where the electrolysis is to take place, is made up of a steel tank or iron tank. It is made up of an iron tank, and it has got a slopy bottom. So the bottom is slightly sloping, and there is a tap over here. So this is the tap which is placed over here. And children, for the cathode, the inner wall of this tank is lined with gas carbon rods, or it is with gas carbon linings. So it is, the cathode is made, the inner part of this tank, with the gas carbon lining, and it is attached to the negative terminal of the battery. And children, the anodes are of carbon rod which are placed in series because multiple reactions can take place simultaneously. And children, these anodes are positive electrodes, so they are connected to the positive terminal. We have attached a lamp and there is a switch. And children, this is the electrolytic cell which is being placed. Now children, regarding the electrolyte, now electrolyte is not alumina, it is a mixture of alumina, that is only 20%, and it is a mixture of cryolite, sodium aluminum fluoride, that is 60%, and next is phosphor, that is calcium fluoride, which is 20%. So we take these three compounds in the ratio of 1:3:1, and we mix them together. The reason for mixing is that once we mix these three electrolytes together, then the fusion temperature from 2050 gets reduced to 950. So this, at this temperature, we are able to extract aluminium, and these two compounds, cryolite and phosphor, they enhances the electrical conductivity also, and they also help in reducing the fusion temperature of alumina. So children, in place of alumina, these three compounds are together taken in the ratio of 20% by 60% by 20%, that is 1:3:1. Now children, the reason for making these three compounds together as an electrolyte, is to reduce the fusion temperature. Now you can maintain the temperature of this electrolytic cell to about 950 degrees centigrade. This compound comes into the molten state or into the fusion state. And now children, we come to the conditions. A voltage current of 5 to 6 volt for a longer duration of time is applied over here. And children, it is a continuous process, and we'll see what it is. Then if we see the reaction, children, sodium aluminum fluoride, when it dissociates, it forms sodium ion, aluminum ion, and fluoride ion. And when calcium fluoride, it dissociates to form calcium ion and fluoride ion, and aluminum oxide forms aluminum and oxide ion. So children, if we talk about the positive ions present in the electrolyte are sodium ion, aluminum ion, and calcium ion, and the negative ions present are fluoride ion and oxide ion. So children, these are the ions present in this electrolyte. Now children, At cathode, all these three positive ions will go: sodium ion, aluminum ion, and calcium ion. But since calcium is low down in the chemical series, it will get dissociated on the electrode. So at cathode, children, the aluminum ion are going to gain electrons. So I have written 4 aluminum ion will go to cathode together. The 4 I have taken because 4 electrons are there also. So 4 electron, when it goes and takes electrons, they form aluminum metal, and at this temperature of 950 degree they are going to get melted and they form the lower layer over here, and they can be taken out by opening this tap. So aluminum can be extracted, and this aluminum is 99.8% pure, which can further be purified. So children, this is how we can tap. And anode, children, the negative ions present are fluoride ion and oxide ion. So oxide ion gets discharged first at the anode. So oxide ions, they lose their electron to anode and form oxygen, and this reaction takes place. So 6 oxide ion loses 12 electrons to form 6 atoms of oxygen, and they reunite to form 3 molecules of oxygen. But children, at this higher temperature, this oxygen gets reacted with these carbon electrodes, and when they get reacted, they form carbon monoxide, and this carbon monoxide may further react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. So children, this carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide is formed, which is liberated at the anode. But with this reaction, these anodes start dissolving. They start getting reacted, so they get dissolved, and so children, these anodes are to be replaced frequently. Now children, powdered coke is sprinkled over the electrolyte. This powdered coke is sprinkled over the electrolyte for 2 reasons. First of all, this burning of carbon anodes may be somehow prevented, or it may be reduced, and the other reason is that the temperature can be maintained to about 950 degrees centigrade. So it is covered with powdered coke. So children, this coke then reacts with oxygen and carbon dioxide, and carbon monoxide also gets formed, and these anodes also get consumed during the reaction. Since it is a continuous process, the moment the alumina falls short in the electrolyte, the bulb glow brightly, since now the resistance increases, and then more alumina can be placed in the electrolytic cell and more aluminum can be extracted. So I hope children, this process is clear to you all. So we have to just see the diagram, the neat diagram you can see from the book also, but these are the steps we have to follow: the cathode anode reactions, why we are using alumina, cryolite and phosphor. The reason I have told you, that they reduces the fusion temperature from 2050 to 950. They enhances electrical conductivity, since pure alumina is a conductor of electricity. The electrolytic cell is made up of iron tank with a slopy bottom. The slopy bottom is to extract aluminium from this tab, and the inner lining are made the cathode, and it is made by gas carbon lining. The anodes are made up of carbon rods, and the voltage applied is from 5 to 6 volts for a longer duration of time. So I hope children, this electrolytic reduction of alumina is clear to you all, and we'll discuss this in the class if you have any problem. Thank you children.